about Kundalini has been expressed in many Sanskrit Shastras since long, and also in Ayurveda it is described. Not only that, but the books which are for curriculum talk about Kundalini and the chakras, because Ayurveda is very, very close to Sahaja Yoga. Even in the Western medicine, to begin with, if you see the history, they too dealt with three doshas. They dealt with three problems that we have as in Ayurveda. The right side, which has got pitta, means bile. Left side, which has got kapha, means phlegm. And the central part, the problems of vayu, means the gases. Now, luckily, so many Western people have taken to Sahaja Yoga and have tried to bring down all the permutations and combinations to the simple reasoning of left, right, and center. But the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga is absolutely basics. Even Ayurveda is one step away from reality, or we should say the fundamentals. So you are dealing with the fundamentals of which a human being is built. And if this knowledge was found out long time back in India, should we not accept it? The reason why people went into meditation in those days and found out all these deeper things within ourselves, because they didn't have to fight the nature. You have seen here nature, how beautiful it is. You can spend all your life under a tree. While in the West, even before getting out of the house, you have to take at least 15 to 20 minutes to be prepared to go out. It's quite a struggle. So the nature has been so kind, and that is the reason people took to meditation and found out all these deeper things within themselves. When they found it out, it was all written in Sanskrit language. I have such a big thick book on this, which has described all the Shakti Pithas and all the Sri Chakras, Brahma Chakra, Lalita Chakras and all that. But this was just written down, but hardly any person got realization. But in any other language, like Marathi or Hindi, which was spoken and written by common people, nothing was done. Nobody knew about it. Only a few people who read about it, especially the Shaivas, they went into the research and they went into the work. But very few people really got realization. Very, very few. Then in the 12th century, only the Nath Panthis, who were experts of Sanskrit, who were following it rigidly, that one master should have one disciple, not more than that. This was their tradition. But in the 12th century, Gyanadeva, Gyaneshwara, who was another Nath Panthi, his guru was his own brother, he asked the permission from his brother that please allow me to say all these things openly. At least to say, in Marathi language. Because the common people don't know anything about this knowledge. So he allowed him, and he wrote the 6th chapter of Ganeshwari, in which he described Kundalini. But it was in the 12th century. After that, many saints talked about it. Where we went yesterday to Satara, that's the place where Sri Ramadasa lived. He said that Kundalini, somebody asked how much time does it take to raise the Kundalini. He said that kshana means that moment. But the person who wants to take it should be deserving, and the one who wants to give should be capable. It's a big condition. This is such a big if, capital if, I tell you. As a result, very, very few people got their realization. And those who were born as realized soul found it impossible to talk to people. Ganeshwara, such an enlightened soul himself, wrote one beautiful book called Amrutanubhava, which I will try to translate, which is very joy-giving. To me, at least, it's very great joy-giving. He went so deep into the understanding of this joy. I wish English language would provide me that subtlety to translate that book. That he wrote all these things when he was only 23 years of age. And at the age of 23 years, he got so fed up that he took a living samadhi. That is, he entered into a cave and killed himself. They all tortured him very much. Nowadays, this Andhashraddha, stupid thing, has not tortured us much. But all these saints in this country or any country have been very much tortured. And there was no police protection. There was no one to publish about what these people are up to. Despite all that, I find there are many Sahajogis who are now occupying very big positions in the government. And a day may come when everything will explode. The biggest problem of our country is something you cannot understand, because you don't have this problem there. The amount of corruption we have from A to Z for everything, that you cannot understand. I mean, I've never known any country where they have to such an extent. Even, say, in Philippines, it was only one person who was doing it. Here, every person has to get the money and has to pay the money to hire Johnnies. For this also, unless and until you get to Sahaja Yoga, it won't work out. And Sahaja Yoga can only be worked out if people understand that it is their heritage and that they have the capacity to understand Sahaja Yoga and capability to spread it. In North India it is much better, though the vibrations in Maharashtra are much better. It's something funny. Vibrations in Maharashtra is very good. The people in the North India are very good Sahaja Yogis, and there are many, many, many in number. We can't say even in Bombay we get about 12,000 people for my programs. But still, the way it is spreading in the North India is very surprising. Also, it is spreading. This is Satara, because it was blessed by Ramdasa, this district. I think everywhere there is a flower, there has to be thorns. And this district has got some really very bad culprits. Ahmednagar is much better. Aurangabad, we are doing much better. It will work out in Aurangabad much better. And then if you go to the other side, Berar, from where I come, it's going to work out very fast. Things are moving very fast there. I was amazed. So many people have told me that in Amravati so many are Sahajogis, in Akola so many are there. And I was surprised. I have never been. So that is how it is spreading in Maharashtra. So your song of Maharashtra Desha is working out. It's not failing. But I think Satara is the most difficult place where we worked out. Yesterday I gave them left and right as to what they are. It has helped them a lot because those who came to oppose sat down and got their realization. So they are misleading people to start some sort of a new culture, like you started hippism. And they are collecting young people. The young people are leaving their schools. Some parents came and complained to me about it. They are not paying attention to their studies. They are failing in their classes. And these people are stupidly using them. I asked some of the boys, what is your policy? He said, we have no policy. Then what is your aim? We have no aim. Then why are you doing this nonsense? They said, because whatever the elders tell us, we do it. I said, have you no personality, nothing? This exactly happened when this hippie movement started. Some so-called intellectuals started this horrible hippie movement in the West. And when they found they cannot do anything about it, they found it's going to fail. So many children lost their education. So many children I know became pregnant girls and boys started squatting. All that took them to the extreme that they became violent. But unless and until there is a change within yourself, how can you change anything outside? You cannot. And the first 7 people I fought were all hippies. Very difficult. They called themselves hippies, but they used to hog like a pig. They wanted all the comforts, everything free, extremely dominating and quarrelsome people. But the foundation was laid on them. It's very surprising. But I had to work on them for at least 4 years regularly. ते लोक आले त्यांना बोलून घ्या तिकडनं कोण आहेत ते. लक्ष ठेवा जरा इकडे बोलवा असे. So that is how Sahaja Yoga started. And today you know how much it has spread, how far it has gone. Only in Maharashtra this problem is there of so-called intellectuals. They call themselves, but they have no intelligence. I talked to one man, I got fed up. He didn't know anything about spirituality, he didn't know anything about medicine, he didn't know anything about science. I said, now what do you know? It was impossible. So such people who are jobless, we call them Rikam Tekade, they have no work. They are starting all such things and we should not be upset with them. They are trying to create problems and they are getting money from some sources. They are afraid. I think the politicians are afraid, perhaps, that Sahaja Yoga may turn their tables down. Because we believe in honesty. And maybe a day may come when these honest people might harm them, perhaps, I do not know why. This may be one of the reasons these people are frightened of us. Whatever it is, we have to understand that for doing any great work, one has to sacrifice. Of course, you are not going to be crucified like Christ, no. Nor you have to sacrifice as my parents sacrificed for the independence of this country. Nor you are going to be tortured. But little inconveniences you may have. But I must thank you very much because of your coming here and singing Marathi songs. They are quite impressed. And they think it's only possible because you are all Sahjogis. Otherwise you could not have done it. So if there are any inconveniences, think that it's a joke. That's all. Today I was thinking we should do the puja of Sri Chakra and Lalita Chakra, which we have never done. This is the right place to do these two chakras today. Lot has been written about Sri Chakra and about Lalita Chakra. But to understand fundamentally, the left side, when it reaches up to Vishuddhi, then it uses on the right side the Sri Chakra, on the left side the Lalita Chakra to manifest itself. These two chakras are the ones who manifest all that you see. But these chakras are the ones who emit vibrations of different kinds. And because of their angularities, like if you have some sort of a cardboard attached with small holes of different colors, and which rotates all the time, you get different colors. Also you can get different permutations and combinations. In the same way, different permutations and combinations are created. And that is how you get all the advantages of Sahaja Yoga. So these two chakras are very important. I do not know if you know of any mantras about Sri Chakra. But I'll give you a book. Later on I'll translate it to you and you can compose something for Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra on the right side, Lalita Chakra on the left side. So what we are really worshipping today is Mahasaraswati power and Mahakali power, both put together. So now we have started combining things, not individual. Now these two energies are very important. Without the energy, without the power, nothing exists. For example, if this light had no power to give light or to burn, it is useless. In the same way, without getting your realization, you are useless because your power is not awake, at least not complete. But these two powers give us lots of benefits even without realization. Whatever you see in this world created is done by these two chakras of the Adi Shakti. But here the power doesn't move. It's not moving. But in the human being, the power starts moving. When it starts moving, then we can say it is creating another world. But movement is not the only thing. This power acts, gives you intelligence, gives you all kinds of things which you have as human beings. But later on, this power itself becomes enlightened. Means the left and right side both become enlightened. This enlightenment, you get it when you get your self-realization. But not immediately. Not immediately. This one should understand. For example, if you have pain or if your chakra is catchy, you have to use your hands. You cannot say that the energy is flowing within me, so it's all right, I can manage. It's not like that. You have to use your hands to impart that power to yourself or to others. If you have pain in the stomach, then you can say that if there's energy in my stomach, why should I have pain in the stomach? But the play of these chakras have to come. And that is why you have to use your power of your hands. If you cannot use your hands, then you cannot impart this energy. Many people have asked me that, Mother, when will it move horizontal? It will move horizontal, no doubt. It does. But even that horizontal movement is to be guided by these two very important chakras. So you must understand the importance of these two chakras within yourself. That's why I have told many a times, don't move your head too many times. And this way many people talk, it's style of talking, no, this, that. Very common with French especially. That's another way you are not respecting your chakras. Shouldn't move your shoulders too much. Mostly they talk like this, is anti-chakras. Anti-chakras. Should keep your shoulders straight. When you are singing, you can move your whole upper part, is all right, but not your shoulders. This is the thing one has to understand, that these two centers are to be looked at. You can move your neck, your body when you are singing. It's important. That helps. But not your shoulders. Shoulders are to be kept intact. But while saying just yes, you need not go on yes, 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 yes. It's very, very simple thing, but it can have a very bad effect. And those who move their shoulders too much do not feel vibrations much, because the chakras are not all right. It's a very simple thing to be understood, that they are the most important chakras we have. And whatever is to be used out of this Parama Chaitanya, they have to be used by these two centers. Even supposing your some chakra is catching on your spinal cord, you have to use your hands. Somebody can say, I can just put my attention. Doesn't work out that good. Because yet your attention has not reached that stage where these chakras, like Lalita chakra and Sri chakra, obey your attention. They do not. So you have to work out with your hands. Be careful. Don't move your shoulders too much. And if you see now, Indians, when they sing bhajans, they'll move the whole body. They'll do like this. But never their shoulders. The shoulders will move in the same way as the neck is moving. They might move their neck also, but they'll never move their shoulders like this, and is regarded as inauspicious according to Indian standards. Because of this culture, based on what the saints have told, and also about many seers have told, it is more related to spiritual life than to materialistic life. Now the materialistic life, unless and until there is the foundation of the spiritual life, takes you to a very partial development, you can say. But to get a full development, you must have your foundation on spirituality. That's why spirituality, being the foundation, has to be deep, has to be fully equipped, has to be absolutely perfect. Then the whole building can be built. It's gone wrong in the West, doesn't matter. Now you can build it up. And then you'll be surprised how you become really solid people. This is a very short talk about Sri Chakra. I think I should sit down and write all about it, and it will be a nice, handy thing for you to read. But you must know that beyond thought when you go, these chakras become extremely efficient because the thought puts a pressure on them. And because of the pressure, the movement of these chakras is very slow and ineffective. But once you can get out of your thoughts and go into thoughtless awareness, then these chakras start working it out and you start moving much deeper into your own being. मी आज श्री चक्र आणि ललिता चक्र या दोन चक्रांची पूजा करावी असा विचार करत आहे. श्रीचक्र आणि ललिता चक्र हे दोन्ही आपल्या खांद्यामध्ये आहेत. श्रीचक्र उजवीकडे आणि ललिता चक्र डावीकडे. हे फार महत्त्वाचे चक्र आहे. ह्या चक्रांच्यामुळेच जे काही जगामध्ये झालेले ते आदिशक्तीने बनवलं. हा आणि था किंवा महाकाली आणि महालक्ष्मी, महाकाली आणि महासरस्वती ह्या दोन शक्त्यामुळे I must say that this beautiful earth has created so many beautiful things. But she herself is nothing but detached, simple Mother Earth. Perhaps that's my condition too. When it comes to creation, I can create beautiful things. You are so beautiful too, creature. But as far as I am concerned, I do not think that I require any one of these things, or I'm bothered about them, or need them, or tempted by them. So what Gregor has said is because they are insisting that they are going to give me presents every year. And that's why this is a prelude to that. But I've been telling them that there's no need now. You all consider it. There's only no need to give so many presents. What you can do now to start reducing the number of presents you give me, one country can give one present. If you can do that, I'll be thankful, but I'll have to build another house. And the grandeur and all these things are created by me, but never enjoyed by me. I just enjoy myself, that's all. And myself means so big, it is such a big thing. I don't know what it means. It means grandeur or nature or anything. Or you all people. I enjoy everything of it. So for me, there's no need for you to now, as he said, those people came, 3 of them, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha, to give presents to Christ. Yes, they did. And you have given me too. But now I think it's better that you people reduce some quantity at least. I'll be very thankful that is something could be done like that. And from next year, we should try to make it less and less and less. Because it's very sweet of you to have given me all those things because I enjoy them. They're beautiful things. Whenever I see them, I remember your good heart. But you know that Mother is too simple, and though I can create all kinds of things, as far as I'm concerned, I'm too simple. And also Mr. Shrivastava so many times says also, you've got so many saris, but you'll go on with your white sari all the time. The reason is, you see, a simple personality can only create beautiful things. A simple heart can only create nice things. Because simplicity at the simple level is so simple. Like you are made of 7 chakras. 7 chakras. Then the permutations of these 7 chakras, that's all. But supposing you start from outside, then you'll have to go to medical science or you'll have to go to another complicated thing. But basically, fundamentally, it's too simple. That's why Sahaja Yoga is very simple. Because we are dealing with the fundamental things. So fundamentally, if you are simple, then everything that you do is just a combination and permutation of all these things. And all these things, when they are put together, they make such beautiful things. For example, as I have told you, once I was traveling and we went to a place called Paritana, known to be a very beautifully carved place. And we had to walk, I don't know, for 3 miles at least, climbing up or something like that. With me was my daughter, my son-in-law. Went up, and there was a little temple they wanted to rest. And so we laid down ourselves there. And as soon as I saw all these beautiful elephants were there, so I told my son-in-law, look at these elephants. All their tails are twisted differently. He said, Mommy, we are so fed up. How do you have energy to see the tails? I said, because I see the tails, I don't feel tired. That's the point. Because I see the beauty of these tales. So, you see, even in simple things, there's so much of beauty. On very, very ordinary uh, persons, you will find that they have a very beautiful things and very nice way of saying things. Very simple talks of children like that. They're so simple, so straightforward. And whatever they say is so deep. So whatever is deep is simple, but when it is expressed outside, can have lots of permutations and combinations, and it can work out in a beautiful way. I must tell you, I had no strain in making this house. Nothing. Was not bothered at all. I found everything so easily. I brought it here, put it down here. I never even thought there's strain or anything. Everybody says, what a concept, but I never conceived anything. I mean, I just don't know. What is a concept is there? I just don't, to me, it's nothing great. The whole world is there for us to see and to be fascinated. But behind all that, all this world, everything is created with a very little simple idea of God, that you all have to enter into the kingdom of God. That's all. Such a simple idea. So He's created such a beautiful world, then He created all kinds of things to bring you to the human level. And now, just simple thing is to enter into the kingdom of God. You should not complicate yourself too much. And once you do that, you will be surprised how beautifully you will be able to produce. Even some artists who are extremely simple by nature. Like Ravi Shankar, and his guru, he has got Allah Rakha and Ali Akbar, all these were his disciples. Such a great genius man, such a simple man, I tell you. And he knew me very well. He used to call me Ma, he used to call me mother from the very beginning. And one day he brought one little deer, a baby deer, brought it to me. I said, what's the matter?
He said, see, this deer was crying too much, so I brought it to you. I said, why for me? So, you see, he will feel the love of his mother. So, you just caress him. Imagine such a great artist coming like a little baby to me, bringing that. I was so surprised at him. Look at him, such a simple man. He's doing that. And you see, if you see the children when they love, how genuine they are, how they work it out. The same place there was a child who was very fond of me. And one day he decided to bring some uh, pumpkins for me. So he brought one to me. I saw it bringing in the thing. He said, all right, just wait. Then he went back, and there was another one kept a little further. He brought that. He had put 9 of them in different places. One by one he was bringing. He brought 9 pumpkins to give me. So sweet. And I said, why did you bring 9? Because I don't know which one you like, so I brought all of them. So simple and so touching. I mean, just touches your heart. So we have to be simple people. We have to talk to each other in a simple way, not in a complicated way. In a very simple, sweet manner. That's how we are going to create a beautiful world. So I would request all of you to be very kindly and very gentle with each other, especially for the newly married couples. Try to be nice. Nobody is going to dominate you if you are nice. It's only you dominate yourself. And don't try to control your husbands or your wives. Let them be. Let them enjoy their freedom. They are not going to do anything wrong. So some people try to control too much and there are problems. So please do not try to control. Like if I am keeping it here, then keep it there. There's no need. Let it be. Doesn't matter. Nothing so serious. But on small, small things I have seen such marriages fizzle out. And it is absolutely wrong. So for marriages, today is a very auspicious day. So many people have been engaged to be married. One thing you must remember, that you should not lose your connection with joy. It's stupidity. When two nice birds are together, they should chirp and laugh and enjoy. Instead of that, if they start pricking each other, what should we call them? So today is a great joy for me. So many people are engaged and are going to get married. But now understand your responsibility that nothing is to be done. You have to be just such. Don't have to do anything. We are working out. You cannot work out marriage. You cannot work out. Just know about your husband or about your wife and just try to enjoy whatever they are. I mean, I do enjoy that way about my husband. So many things which may sound little queer to people, but I enjoy it. Because I know that's the nice thing about human beings, that they have varieties and they have little different angles to themselves. And these angles are to be enjoyed and to be appreciated. If you can do that, then you will never fight. Because two persons cannot be alike. Even two leaves are not alike. So you should enjoy. Everybody has some sort of a, so you can call it a kink or whatever it is, or maybe some angle. Just enjoy that angle. You don't have that, so let him have at least. Or let her have that. So today's special day is that so many marriages has been fixed. I don't know how many, you has not told me yet the number, but quite a lot have been fixed. Huh? 50 have been already fixed. So now it's a very big number and will be more by the time we reach Ganpati. So let us not create problems out of this. You don't have to sit down. I have seen after marriage, they start thinking. What do you think about it? It's like after realization, you start thinking. Once you are married, you are not to think, then accept. Before marriage, you think. What's the use of thinking after marriage? It's a very common thing. After marriage, they start thinking. Then after marriage, you enjoy. After cooking the food, you eat the food. Or after food has been served, then you start thinking about it. It's absurd. So this is a very common failing we have had so far. I would like to tell you, first of all, you think before getting married. And after getting married, you carry on. And don't try to control, don't try to dictate. Try to be nice and sweet. You don't have to go out of the way, but be normal and it will all work out. May God bless you all, especially all the girls and boys who are being engaged. I bless you from my heart and enjoy each other. That's the main point. Thank you very much. Thank you. ये सभी के लिए है, इतना ही नहीं कि सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र के लिए, बट सारे दुनिया के लोगों के लिए मैं बात कह रही हूँ. I'm sorry I had to talk in Hindi because most of them are Hindi-knowing people. I've just told them what is the importance of Bombay and why so many incarnations came here and why Sri Rama had to walk in the villages and the hills and dales of Maharashtra. What was the need? And the need is that they should all develop their Sahaja. Also, this would be the last puja for all of you in India. I hope you all have gained a lot in these different pujas and different places we have been to. Only thing is that one has to remember that Kruta Yuga has started. Now Kali Yuga is over, Kruta Yuga has started. And in this Yuga, that the Parama Chaitanya is absolutely effective and very efficient. Now, if you do anything wrong, it will punish you. It may not punish immediately, but it will give you a suggestion. It will give you a proper signal that something is going wrong with you. But if you do not try to control your footsteps, then you may go down very fast. So you have to be very careful about that. Actually, I have told you so many times that there are two forces working, one which attracts you inside and one which throws you out. So, it is important for all of us to remember that this Kruta Yuga is there, and in that this Parama Chaitanya is overactive. Also, you are rewarded. You have been telling me so many stories, how Sahaj it worked out, how Sahaj it has happened. All of you have been telling me very nice stories. But it is part of your playing Sahaja Yoga, and that's your place in the kingdom of God. So in the kingdom of God, you are there. Try to enjoy it. That's the only thing you have to do, is to enjoy the kingdom of God. But if you try to sort of dislocate yourself from this joy, break the connection of joy by some sort of thinking which is not reality, then you are responsible for yourself. So I have to tell you that keep the connection on. Not only that, but try to make it stronger and stronger and become one with that divine force permanently, which will flow through you and will not only enlighten you, but it will give you so many powers, and you will see the new life in this new year. Yesterday, as I requested you, we have to work it out now. Individually, we have to go all out to see that we spread Sahaja Yoga and talk about it. On this day, I give you complete freedom to do what you like to spread Sahaja Yoga. You need not ask me any permissions, and you can try everything that you want to, but it should be something decent, should not be something indecent and something which is not behaving Sahaja Yoga. Even if you have to write letters or answers or anything, even if you have to show the anger, it should be done in a very decent and beautiful manner. And it should show that it's a yogi who is talking. The other things, whatever problems you have, will be solved in no time. But the main problem is yourself, which should be solved by you by meditative methods. And so much attention we are paying to all our extra curricular activities. But that will definitely fail. It will boomerang on you if you do not have the foundation of Sahaja Yoga. It's very important to keep attention on your spirit all the time, so that whatever you are doing, whatever you are projecting, has the base and you just don't get lost. This is a very important thing, and I'm sure that you will understand that without the nourishment from the roots, you cannot grow. So this nourishment must be kept alive. May God bless you. Thank you.